Hello, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Happy Friday. Hope that everyone's looking forward to their weekend. Hope that you've got some very cool and interesting plans ahead. I do not. I have errands to run tomorrow or things that I've got to get done tomorrow. I'm supposed to be meeting a new sitter for Leia for the next time that I go out of town. And then I'm going to be doing some content stuff as well. That'll be pretty much my weekend, but that's been pretty much my weekend the last few weekends. Just kind of biding time until the English Premier League starts, which I think is in 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. In any case, we are going to jump back into Grim Dawn. Had a good time last night. Made a lot of progress in the main storyline. Well, I say we made a lot of progress. I don't know that we necessarily ticked off a lot of boxes, but we definitely made a lot of progress moving north, which is the requirement of the main story as I know it so far. But having spent all that time going through, I think we ended up picking up 3 or 4 rifts along the way, along the map. I decided that I'm going to try and clear up a few other things, including going back to the Forgotten Gods. So what we're going to start with is there is one side quest that I kicked off really early on, but I have to wrap it up in Steps of Torment, I think is what it's called, and I want to go clear that up first. Then we're going to go back to, what is it, Caven Docks, something along those lines, or head towards those locations in the Forgotten Gods DLC, and head towards some of those pieces of content. Okay. So with that, I have nothing else really to talk about. I did want to mention one thing. The developers for Phantom Blade Zero released a pre-release trailer, I guess is what they're calling it. It's basically 11 minutes of gameplay footage for the game, as a teaser for you being able to pre-purchase the game at this point. So it's now available, and I think it's only 50. That can't be right. There's no way it's only 50. But that's what I seem to remember seeing. Maybe I'm confusing it with a different game. Either way, it is now available for purchase. It's not coming out until October the 2nd, I believe. But it is now available for purchase. And I highly recommend, if you have an interest in this game, go check out the pre-release trailer. It's 11 minutes, and it is some fast content, or fast combat. And I'll be honest with you, I've been very interested in this game, much like Black Myth Wukong, the second Black Myth game, much like Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Anything that's been coming out of Asia, really, I always have an interest in, because a lot of them are very grounded in either mythological or historical periods of time in those countries. And I've always been fascinated by those historical periods, especially Japanese. But I was watching some of that gameplay, and some of those combat moves, I don't want to quite put it this way, but they kind of scared me. They scared me as a gamer, meaning that there was so much happening on the screen between what you were capable of doing versus what the enemies were doing, that I'm like, how am I supposed to know when to parry or when there's a window for me to attack? Because there was just so much happening that I couldn't visualize any of that, and that's what I've gotten used to doing with Souls and Souls-like games. And I know that the developers have said from day one, this is not a Souls-like game. They don't want it to be a Souls-like game. They did not have that as an inspiration. But then again, we're still going to compare it to that. What I'm expecting is that this is going to be much closer to Black Myth Wukong or Sekiro than it ever will be to Dark Souls or Lies of P, if we want to look at Souls likes. And I may not be playing it on the hardest difficulty or even the normal difficulty, But we'll see. It looks phenomenal. It absolutely looks phenomenal. The gameplay footage that they showed for the 11 minutes absolutely looked incredible. So I'm still looking forward to it, October the 2nd. So did want to call that out. That's really the only game news that I can think of off the top of my head that I wanted to bring up. As I mentioned though last night, I will not be streaming tomorrow, which has become kind of standard now, Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday. But on Sunday we're going to be spending a night back in Destiny. I have been itching to play some more, so we're absolutely going to spend one more night in Destiny, and we're going to bring Destiny back periodically. I have to. It's just entrenched in me. But then we're going to jump back into Crimson Desert on Monday. So with that, let's go ahead, or Tuesday, whichever one. So with that, let's go ahead and jump back into Grim Dawn. Here we go. And as I said, we're going to start off with the Steps of Torment side quest and clear that one up. Then we're going to go back to... Oh, we picked up... What is this? Reports are coming in of distressing news on the Astrakarn front, with forces already stretched thin. Another threat could well break the nascent resistance at Fort Icon. Oh, okay, this is, I guess, what kicks off the new DLC content. Well, cool. Alright, well, so In Service of Soleil is the Forgotten Gods DLC content. That's what we're going to be focusing on tonight once I get back. Corvin Basin, that's what I was trying to think of the name of. Alright, so let me undo that. And that. And that. Okay, so Descent into Torment is where we're going next. I need to get to the Steps of Torment within the Broken Hills. I don't have anything in my inventory, right? No. Okay. Now I just got to figure out how to get back there. Because it's not near the rift. That's Arcovian City entrance. I don't think that's it, though. I think it's down here. I'm almost positive it's like right here. Because that particular Arcovian Undercity entrance was where we took care of the first parts of the quest. Alright, I'm going to just try and speed through the majority of this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Actually, you know what? That might be a dumb decision. I'm so close to leveling up, I probably should... And I think this way... I'm not getting a lot of XP for that, but if I can get closer to the level up. Prior to going in. There we go. Alright, now I don't have to worry about it. There it is. Okay. I knew as I got down here a little bit closer, I'd see it pop up on the map. Okay, Steps of Torment. What do we got going on? Players deal increased damage. Okay. Total health modified by 8%, and they have piercing damage. Or increased piercing damage. Alright, let's put in some... Let's go Cunning, I guess. And we did Demolitionist and Occultist last night, so we're going to do Demolitionist again. Maxed out on Temper now, and then Demon Fire. So we're currently at what, 22? Yeah. All right. Next level then of Demolitionist, I may go ahead and try and get to 25. Actually, there's no point, because I had made the decision I wasn't interested in Static Strike. Well, it's a chance of lightning damage, but it also gives an increase in fire damage, and it gives a chance of knockdown. Yeah, then I may go ahead and try and get that out to 25 so that I can start using that passive. Okay. Alright, so Slay Grand Prix Zarthu Velen. Try saying that 5 times fast. Zarthu Zelen. Tenebris the Blood Drinker. That's not who we're going after, but okay. I'll take his experience all the same. Mantle of the Weeping Eye. Set of shoulders. Oh, he's a freaking Flame Revenant. Why is he not dying? Alright, let's take a look at these shoulders. Oh, Cold and Lightning. Never mind. Oh, the Blackwater cocktail is just so good. Granted, I've spec'd into it with pretty much all of my gear, but still, that is just fun. Reputation of the Rovers. I don't even remember who the Rovers are. Alright, let me... Oh, I didn't realize there were going to be multiple levels of this. and they just keep popping up. Don't get me wrong, I like the XP, but... deal with all of this first. Oh, never mind. It's all done. Anything else? Let me go down and clear. Whoa! Yeah, that's the one thing that I am very much susceptible to. Is you throw a whole bunch of ranged guys all at one time, and they all have good aim. Trouble potentially. So a bunch of melee guys, I'm gonna pick them off on their way to me, but if I remember correctly, this is about necros, or this guy that we're supposed to be killing is a necro, so all these skeletons make sense. Take a look at my inventory here. That's a no. Oh, I'm looking at, I keep looking at the wrong thing. What the hell is this? Purifier's Star of Fortitude. 22% all damage, 18% elemental, 20% burn, 39 physique, offensive ability, reduced freeze duration, +2 to stun jacks. I'm not using stun jacks though. I tried it at the beginning of my run and I wasn't terribly pleased with its ability to deal damage or stop people either, for that matter. And I kind of don't want to lose the +3 to temper. Alright, that's bullshit. That's the one thing that I do not like about the way that this game does spawns. No game should ever have spawns on top of it. There should always be a collision detection. That is just way too unfair to the player. Because you can't prepare for it. You can't be ready for it. It seems to only happen, though, in dungeons. It doesn't seem to happen out in the world. Oh god, we gotta go down again. Alright. Well, there is a shrine, that's good. Did it again. Alright, this way's blocked. Okay. This is blocked as well. I don't know why this is the second time we saw this in the Arcovian Undercity too. The sarcophagi don't have much in the way of rewards. We cleared Sailor's Guide. That's right, we started on Hound. So this is going to increase our armor. And then we're going to get increased armor, physique, retaliation damage, and my pet's going to get more health. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do next. Because I don't know. I'll have to take a look at some of the others. We basically did just kind of basic improvements with the constellations we've chosen so far. That's where we came in. And maybe I'll look for something that's a little bit more targeted towards my build. Alright, this swings me all the way back around. Well, that was a horrible throw. Chest here. We're gonna have to take a look at what all we just got. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, that swings me back to there. Got it. Okay, let's take a quick look. Oh, good. There's one of those items that we need to craft the glyphs. The Eldritch Essence. Okay, cool. Nope. Over there. Level 50. Health, offense, defense. A couple of resistances. If I could get a gear set of that, it would be nice, but gear sets have not exactly been something that I've been finding. I mean, I've been finding pieces, but they're always at the wrong time. Okay. Oh. I may have to go back. Oh, what was this belt? Oh, cold. Hold on a minute. Why am I not able to hit him?
Can't do that yet.
I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening on my screen. Oh. I should have put
I'll give you a
damn...
good price on what I've got left.
I don't know why I'm just sitting there looking at everything. I know that none of it works. I gotta run all the way back. I've got to run all the way back.
see you around.
God damn it.
Got something you need stashed? I'll keep an eye on this.
I also, if what he's doing is fire damage, I don't understand why I'm not being protected by more of it. I've got an 80% resistance, for God's sakes. Oh, this is going to take forever.
That skill's not ready.
More than likely won't have to re-clear the dungeon again. I also was not happy with that, with the dungeon arena. They put you in such a small little area. There's absolutely no place to avoid AoE type damage, which is what it seemed like he was causing. Alright, I'll make sure to put down a personal rift just outside the entrance to his room. Alright, this wasn't quite as long of a run back as I thought it was going to be. I think I have to go this way and then down and around. Alright, let's put the personal rift there. I don't think there's anything I can do there. I wonder if I can pull him. No, I can't because this closes behind me. There's also all kinds of crap on the damn floor. There we go. Okay. There was my experience back. Oops. And there's the guy we need to talk to. You've destroyed the priest. Yes, I have. My master will be pleased. I bestow upon you this key. It's the only way to unlock the ancient places of this world. Yes, many doors were sealed long ago by ancient powers now lost. The doors before you were secured by such means. But I must warn you, the key will be destroyed once used, and the doors will not remain open for long. Oh, what? Once inside, the only way out is past the Lord Executioner or through death. So this is what we found at Port Valsbury, that I didn't know what it was, but I was able to craft a skeleton key. Alchemos, he was the Arcovian charged with Uroboruk's torment. Now he will suffer for all eternity. Alright, so that goes there. That's lore. Not a lot of lore, but yeah. And then he gives me the blueprint for the skeleton key, which I already had. Yeah, this game does not do a very good job of giving you information. It's actually worse than Diablo, in my opinion. If this one's anything like Port Valsbury, or whatever the name of that place was, I spent a good 2 hours in there and never found the end. Yeah, let's save it for later. I want to continue on in the Forgotten Gods DLC. Well, I guess we can just go straight there. There's no reason for me to go back to... Yeah, we'll go back to the Conclave of the Three.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Emblem of the Charging Bull and Emblem of the Agile Huntress. Alright, I'll just put that in my inventory or in my stash so that we can get it later.
Iron well spent.
Got something you need stashed?
I forget what the crafting recipe was.
I'll keep an eye on this.
For that, okay. That's not what I want. Speak to Sagon at the Vanguard of the Three. Find the Soleil aspirants. And find Anorak's brothers. Oops. Speak to... Hold on a minute. Speak to who? Sagon at the Vanguard of the Three. I'm assuming that's where we are right now. That's Garrus. Jubal. That's the emissary.
Got any more scrap metal?
Yeah, there's the skeleton key. Blood of Cthon. That's what you need for the skeleton key. Okay.
If you find any blueprints, bring them back here.
Safe storage, no questions asked. I'll keep an eye on this.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
You don't really have anything.
See you around.
Alright. Okay, no. That's Mazan, Keeper of Portals.
The oracles of Drig spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you marching alongside our forces into the tomb of the Eldritch Sun and emerging triumphant. But even their eyes cannot peer into what I offer. The Shattered Realm is unlike anything mankind has ever witnessed, teeming with wealth and power beyond imagining. But also dangers are not unlike those that we face even now on Cairn. I have the means to open the way, if you wish to join me in pursuing its mysteries. But be warned, the Shattered Realm spans eternity. One could spend a lifetime exploring even a small fragment of its vast reality. You must be careful not to lose your mind, or worse, become lost forever. Will you dare enter? Will you witness sights beyond imagining?
I don't know, because I don't know what that means. An endless dungeon, and can be accessed by speaking to Mazan. The realm contains 73 custom levels which load randomly. Levels are grouped into shards. A shard consists of 3 levels or chunks, plus a boss level. Difficulty increases with each one until the player chooses to end the session and claim the reward. Further one is progressed, the greater the loot to be collected at the end. Okay, well then let's give this a try one time. We'll just do 3 levels and a boss and see how it feels. So you must slay the foes trapped within the Shattered Realm. You can't see this, it's under my camera. To gather shattered souls, gather enough shattered souls. And, yep, okay. And apparently I'm timed. Carnage, 25 enemies slain, 3 seconds added on the clock. I think this is what it said. I don't know. It goes so fast, I can't actually tell. What the hell is that? Okay, nothing there. Okay, there's the exit, I guess. Yeah, this is chunk number 2, apparently. I'm not gonna make it. Apparently, I'm just not killing fast enough. Well, actually, I'm still here. Huh. Okay, yeah. Well then, I don't quite understand the timer. Is it for maybe bonus? Well, we'll see how well what kind of rewards we get at the end of this. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, boss time. Yeah, let me respawn you. No! Yeah, I don't get much value out of my Blackwater cocktails with this guy. Oh, shit. Stay too close. There we go. Okay, so you have to do all 4 in under the time, or otherwise you don't get an opportunity to continue on. Which, that makes sense considering my level, that I wouldn't be able to make it. I'm just not doing enough damage.
Well done. This portion of the Shattered Realm is clear of threats, and its power ours for the taking. I can
guess
open
not.
the way further, or if you wish, offer you compensation for your efforts. That will mark the end of your journey, however, as the connection to this shard shall be broken. What will it be?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take my reward. Leveled me up. Yeah, that's fine. We can always come back and do it later on. Okay. Journeyman's chest, ornate chest, glorious chest, ornate chest. Do I get all of them? And there's a shrine. Alright, let's... Yeah, okay. Wow. Okay, well then this is absolutely worth doing. Anything else in here? Okay, first of all, there's the blueprint for that. What have we got here? Physical pier... No, never mind. Nope. 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 No. 27% to all damage. 34 cunning, health, defensive ability, bleed resistance, and +2 to flame touched instead of +2 to fire strike. And you get abolish evil. Of course, it's a level 50, so I'm not going to be able to use it for, what, 2 more levels anyway, but banish evil with a mighty melee strike of divine retribution requires a melee weapon. Okay, nope, never mind. I'll just not bother with that. Nope, that's acid and poison. Okay, well, guess we'll just sell. Okay. That's kind of cool. It's a different way of providing the endless dungeon. Cargon.
Greetings, Seeker.
Word around the camp is that you'll be traveling out past the gates. So I have a bit of a situation you could help me with. About my apprentice, Kanan. Or more specifically, the thing I sent Kanan to retrieve. You lost your apprentice, really? Well, good help is remarkably hard to find. In any case, yes, he's lost. I sent him to the Valley of the Chosen in search of unique text, the tome of something. It was a simple enough task that he should have handled readily and quickly. I spoke to the Sentinels this morning. They say Kanan had been spotted heading back through the Sunbane Oasis, east of the Cairn Docks. If he was returning, must mean that he found it. Apprentices are like flies, but that tome is one of a kind. If you're headed out the way, I have secondary. Okay, sure. Whatever. Who is this guy?
What troubles you?
Oh, this is
Farewell.
the respec station. Okay. And then that's the transmog. Okay, who is this Sagon guy? Okay, he's not here. Yeah, okay. I do need to level up. Let me do that first. Let's go physique. And then we're going occultist. Point. Why am I not putting anything in Storm Spirit? Did I make a decision? The Raven projects its Eldritch Spirit into selected allies, empowering them beyond... Oh, yeah. I didn't feel like this was necessary. Or that it was going to provide me a whole lot of value. Okay. Alright. Let's... So we need to retrieve the tome. We need to speak to Sagon at the Vanguard of the Three, which obviously must be someplace different that I haven't been before. I just hope I can find it. I guess we start from the Temple City and head toward Corvin Sands. I know one of these requires us to get to the Karen Docks. There's Sunbane Oasis. There's Vanguard of the Three. Okay, yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Alright, yep. Temple City of Osiris. Oh, Zynox. I'm handling some in the moment. Once I'm free, my squad and I'll be... God, to be kidding me, this bullshit. This is why I prefer YouTube. Don't have these problems on YouTube. Okay. Alright, so where do I need to... I need to get through... I just need to keep going this way, I guess. Good lord. Okay. I'm despised by many now, as it should be. Soleil got me more reputation. I have no idea what's over my head right now. Okay, hold on. We've got a star here. Good aspirant. Find the Soleil aspirants. Okay, so that's this way. Rare offhand. Chest. Boots. Headpiece. Nope. Nothing. I wonder if we can hit level 50 tonight. Okay, thank the three. You got here just in time. Those things had us cornered. Listen, we're in no condition. Do you think you could help us? I've been looking for you. Kaizen sent me. I knew they wouldn't just leave us out here. We need to get back, but we can't just leave our supplies here. That would be frowned upon. If we come back with these supplies, we might as well slither. I can open a rift and send you back with your supplies. Is that any safer? You know what? Doesn't matter. Do whatever you need to do. Okay, there you go. Alright, so that's now done. Now we can move on to wherever the next rift is. Hmm. Not a fan of these guys. I'd much rather just have the mummies. Or the flies. They're perfectly fine too. Nope, nope. Nope. Well, let me go down here to see if maybe there's a shrine. Oh, there's a chest. See if anything shows up on the map. No, that was a dead end. Okay. Moving on. Anyway, just came across stream, dropped a follow. I respect the hustle. I actually know a big Twitch streamer there. Okay, Corvin Plateau, which isn't... oh, there it is. Oh, man, how are we back at the Corvin Plateau? Are these griffins? Yeah, they're griffins. That's kind of cool. Normally, I've only ever seen griffins in Titan's Quest because of the Greek mythological nature of them. Cool. Anything good? Nope. 46 ether elemental burn. Huh. Missed one. Okay. Whoa! Don't like the looks of that. I don't care how good my resistance is. You start dropping fireballs on my head or meteors on my head, that's going to be an issue. Let's clear this area. Desert calls. Health, defense, armor, elemental resistance, physical damage, retaliation. No. Not when you've got plus 25% to all damage. Okay. I'm not going to bother. Well... Okay, that was dead end. Griffin Matriarch. Don't want to mess with the Griffin Matriarch. Orban Sands. Alright, that's a new location. Okay, so there should be a rift near here that we can go back and turn in the one quest and clear out our inventory. I hope. Whoa! The hell are you? Well, now I can't move.
I can't do that yet.
I just got an achievement for that. Slay the Corvin Titanvore or something like that. Well, that sucked. I have been noticing that we are on the achievements that I've been getting. I'm in the lower 25%. For a lot of them. Especially all the ones that we got last night. I think there was one as high as 30%. My poison and acid resistance is not terribly high, so I wanted to make sure I stayed as far away from whatever they're spitting at me as I could. Okay, let's go up here. Sacrificial altar. What is this? Surface of the altar is scorched as if by potent magic. It may be dangerous to rouse its potential without first becoming considerably more powerful. Step away from the altar. Huh. It's the first one of those I've ever seen. What are they spitting at me? Because whatever it is, it's red. Okay, where the hell is the rift for this area? Oh, lordy. No, 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 no. Oh, goody, we got scorpion men now. We got cobras, beetles that spit poison, and now scorpion men. That's not what I want. Okay, where the hell is the rift? There it is. Okay. Back to the conclave.
The cult of Salile. None sacrifice more to their master than those that serve the eldritch flame. And none are as rewarded for their loyalty.
Okay, cool.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Wow, they are really under my DPS. Man, they are way under. Oh, that one I can actually use. Oh, lightning. Okay.
See you around.
Wraithbone Sash. Sorry. Alright, we need to go up here to turn in this quest.
Serve the three and prosper. Deny them and...
I see the artifacts have been recovered. Oh, and the aspirants too. I hope I have you to thank for that. Okay, I'm getting 2,000 XP? That wasn't even worth my time. Yes, they're bruised, exhausted, and shaken up, but they did their job. The artifacts they found should be of use. At the very least, they should offer valuable insight, if not new secrets for us to learn. You've exceeded my expectations. Perhaps there's another thing you can assist me with. What is it? A trio arrived in camp. The seers of Dreeg had witnessed their coming on their tapestry, or whatever nonsense they spew. They insist that the trio belongs with us under the servitude of Salile. I'm not quite as inviting. If they wish to pledge themselves to the Dark One, they must be tested. If you're interested, you can administer their trial. Speak to them here at our camp, determine their worth through bloody combat, and inform me of their value to Salile. Okay. Well, before I do that...
Safe storage, no questions asked.
Do that.
It's safe
Where
with me, promise.
is... Over here. There he is.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Alright, where is... Belts, here it is. Wraithbone Sash, that's what I just discovered. Okay, health, total speed, experience gain, vitality resistance, ether resistance. Bleed. Alright, there's vitality, there's ether. Need a corruption relic and vengeful wrath. Oh. Interesting. I don't have a recipe for vengeful wrath, whatever the hell that is. Huh. And then the corruption relic was the other thing. And I need Blood of Cthon for that. And a Molten Skin. Molten Skin I'm pretty sure I can craft. Yeah, plenty of it. Yeah, I just need Blood of Cthon. And I'm sure there's a recipe for that too, but...
Bring me back any blueprints you find.
Alright.
I'll give you a good price
got
on what I've got
anything?
left. Iron well spent.
Alright, where are these guys that I'm supposed to go talk to? Maybe up there near the Dreeg guys? Sorry, I'm not going to read through all this. There's way too much. And it doesn't seem like it was important.
The Great Eye is watching your every move.
Okay. Okay, where are these guys? That's the other sigil. Speak with the Salale, whatever, recruits. Those are the two that I just rescued.
Sagan demands you speak with him. He expects you.
Yeah. Are they... Okay, hold on. Let's open this up and find out for sure. Group of new recruits have arrived at the Conclave. They wish to pledge their loyalty. Go to the center of the Salile cult camp and challenge the new recruits. Okay, so... down here? Oh, okay, here it is. What's up, Judge John? Watch your scene. This makes me want to play it. Well, I've been having a good time for the most part. I mean, there are definitely some things that I'm not a fan of with respect to the game, but I'm definitely enjoying myself, and I'm really enjoying the build. Yield, that's enough. Your skills far beyond mine. I have no chance of besting you. You fought well. Feel like a small child. Proving your worth. I'll tell Kaizen you passed the test. There you go. Okay.
Serve the 3
and only 1,000 XP. Give me a freaking break, dude. I did get a Blood of Cthon, though. So I can craft the Corruption Relic, but I don't think I can craft the actual sash. I don't know. We'll have to find out. More blood in the service of Slail. I never got too far. I don't know what kind of build I'd go for. Well, and of course that's going to be different for you than potentially it is for me, but this I have stumbled into a build that I'm having a great time with. More blood, more little servants. Perhaps we'll start them where the scavenger's crew failed. Just don't expect me to go rescue them. Okay, I need to take a quick break. Want to have my backstory be a spin-off of Solomon Kane. Well, this game will absolutely get you there. There's no doubts about that, and you can absolutely dress the part too, based on what I've seen of pictures of Solomon Kane. In any case, I need to take a quick break. I will be right back. I need to go feed the dog, which is why she's pacing around behind me, and I'll be back in a few. Okay, nice and quick. So we did that. Okay, let's see. Tomb Brothers. Okay, so that's the location near the Karen Docks. We haven't gotten to there yet. Tomb of Inatum. Valley of the Chosen. Somebody knows that's north of the Karen Docks, okay? That's Vanguard of the 3. That's north of the Karen Docks. Shattered Realm again. Okay, so that one I can undo. Okay, I guess we've just got to keep going then. It doesn't look like there's anything going on in the sands. So let's just go ahead and head back. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and head to the Karen Docks, and there's the Bone Bleach Basin. That wasn't called out. But there's something going on in the Karen Docks. I guess we'll just keep heading towards that. I wouldn't mind having this cleared, though. God damn, they're fast! Holy crap. Okay, hold on. Before we do that, let's go over here. Yeah, that poison shit along the ground. That's annoying. Okay. What was that? What is that thing? It's freaking Karlach. Or, no, not Karlach. Karlach is Baldur's Gate 3. Sarlacc from Return of the Jedi. Alright. So that's now all cleared. What about this? Oh, well, this is Karen Docks. Yeah, Judge John, speaking of Solomon Kane, I mean, the build that I'm running right now would very much be reminiscent of Solomon Kane. In my opinion. Oh, shite. What the hell is that thing? Animated Preserver. Haha, you can't fit through the door. Alright, that might have been a little bit of cheating. Oh. Call to... Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. I need to increase my poison and toxic resistance, or acid resistance. Go over here and clear out this side. I'd really like to level up now. Okay, there's a whole area there. Why am I not moving? Okay, there's a totem. Let's go towards that to clear it out. Forsaken Savage totem. Before we do that, let's make sure to clear the area. So that we don't get jumped. Oh, still more down here. Okay, yep, that's the end. Alright, now we can go back up to the totem. I have no idea where... Hold on, what is that? The Maw of a Knot reference? Or entrance? I don't have any reference to that in any of my quests. I don't know if there's a reason for me to do it or not. Alright, we should absolutely level up after this. Why am I not moving? Another glyph blueprint. No. 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 Empowered death rate handguards. No. Vitality damage. No. 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 Nope. Alright. Well. There's a star there. Okay. Which means that there's a quest up there. Oop. Oh, we leveled up. Let's go cunning again. We'll do spirit next time. We just did occultist, so let's do demolitionist, and we were gonna put in all 3 points to get to level 25. That's going to open up Static Strike, so we'll start putting in points into both Demon Fire and Static Strike. Okay. Cool. Alright, working towards level 50. Aspirants. Let me go this way. Alright, that's down there. Anorak's Journal. Okay.
Hey, I could use some help over here.
Alright, Anorak sent me. Oh, this is for Anorak's brothers. Okay. Figures a guy worries like an old woman. He's always after us to be careful and watch out for each other, though I guess he was right this time. He's always right. It's incredibly annoying. Where's your brother? I don't know. I mean, he told me to run and he looked horrified, so I booked it. I never looked back to check on him. The whole temple started shaking. It was like an earthquake or something. I fell coming up the stairs. So he's still down in the temple. He must be. He certainly didn't pass me on his way out. I'd go down there looking for him, but I can't walk, not with my leg like this. Yeah, but first let's... Okay, so there's the rift gate to get you out. Alright. How much space do I have? What is this rent now? Yeah, I should have enough to clear this. Assuming this temple is only one level. Go this way first. I do not feel it necessary for me to clear this entire dungeon. I want to find the brother. If there happens to be a shrine in here, I want to clear that. And then we can get out. Alright, so that's a blockage. Can't go anywhere else. Can I go this way? Oh, I can go this way. Okay. Uh-huh. We gotta go down. Multiple levels. Oh, goody. Just got one of these guys again. Only reason I'm looking to see if maybe there's a shrine in here that I'll find quickly to show up on the mini map. Because I'm definitely not getting a ton of XP for any of this. Yeah, let's just go ahead and head down for the brother. Hold on a minute. Oh.
Hey, stop fiddling with my body!
Shouldn't go around messing with every random corpse you come across. You're smart when it's just sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. This is just a new thing for me, being dead. I'll be honest, stranger, I don't feel dead. Guess I'm a ghost or something. When you... Your brother sent me to find you. Oral and Anorak, so Oral made it out alright. Damn rat, when I told him to run, I didn't mean for him to take off on me. Suppose I couldn't blame him. I probably scared the pants off of him, screaming about how we had to get out of here. What happened? We got down to the heart of the temple expecting to find nothing but skeletons, a bunch of loot. There's a crazy old man down there with an army of ghosts. Without so much as saying hello, the old freak cast some sort of spell at me. I panicked and told Oral to run. I was dodging left and right. The next thing I remember is looking down at you snooping around my body. Something tells me I ain't gonna get out of here till somebody puts a stop to the old bastard scheming. Alright. So we are going back. We are going to continue down. And there's a shrine down here. So, well, this has ended up working out well for me after all. It's a desiccated shrine. Come on. Okay. Do this every time. Oh, let me... Okay, there we go. Plus 20 physique, increased armor by 9%, plus 40% to all retaliation damage, 12% health from my pet, 15% reduced stun duration. Excellent. Oh, and that unlocked this. What is this? Solemn... Oh, because I needed to have 10 blue affinity. Interesting, okay. Simon the Watcher stood guard at Simon's ward till his dying... Plus 25 physique. Armor chaos resistance. Armor pierce resistance. Okay, so this would be the next defensive one that I do. Alright, let's take a look then. Health regen. Okay, so that's health oriented. Vitality and chaos damage. No. Physique armor. That's cold lightning. That's defensive. That's acid. Acid and poison. Health. Offense crit. Maybe we'll do the Hawk next. Oh, we've got these over here, too. Oh, hold on a minute. Here we go. Fire damage. Yeah, okay. We're going to do the Magi next. And then we'll do the Magi next, and then we'll come back and we'll do the Solemn Watcher after that. Okay, cool. There's a totem. Definitely want to clear that. there. Matter of fact, if I can clear the Magi, I can probably start swapping out of fire damage based armor to get more defense there. I better put that there, just in case. Not understand why my gun stops firing. Decorated pauldrons. Alright, we'll have to take a look at that when we get back. Alright, there's no way I've got enough room for all of this, so let me take a quick trip back. Clear out my inventory.
See anything you like?
That goes there. Some of this I haven't looked at yet. Oh god, that's level 55. No point in me even looking at that. We already looked at this. Okay.
Iron well spent.
Let's go ahead back. Wow, I finally found a weapon that does better DPS than what I'm currently using. The only problem is it's a physical and fire damage based weapon instead of fire and ether. Plus 15% to all. Oh, and then lightning and acid. Never mind. Right. Right, that's blocked. There's really no point in worrying about looking for anything else. I just need to find the guy to kill. Let's go this way. Whoa. This has got to be him. Right? Yeah, this has got to be the guy. And he's got a second phase. Lovely. There we go. But it doesn't look like that this was the guy we were supposed to kill. No, it says to return to Anorak. Okay, so we were already finished. The killing of the boss was optional, apparently. Okay. And this is probably going to put us back outside. It does. Oh, we're actually right back where we started. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. Oh, I completely missed these chests. It just blended in with the sarcophagi. I didn't realize. Alright, I'm guessing with the direction that we're going that we're heading towards this particular rift. Alright, let me bring up the quests. Okay, so Sunbane Oasis is the tomb of Inatum. And the Vanguard of 3 is past that even. So, yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else in this area. So heading east is probably the right thing for me to do. What is down here? Oh, shite. That's not gonna work. And there's still so much of this area. Okay, I want to keep moving because there's still so much content for me to see. There's a point where I have to go, you know what, let's just move on. Let me see what's up here. Oh, these were just steps. Writings of Ryan the Scholar. Guys. There's another shrine. For no other reason than for me to get that. Oh shit, I lost my freaking pet. It's another desecrated.
Do that yet.
What? Where did you all come from? Never mind, I hadn't cleared this area, that's why. I was afraid of that. No. Okay. So, I said Magi, 40% fire damage. That is going to lead then to 15 defense and elemental resistance. 50% burn damage, physique, attack speed, casting speed. Defense, energy, regen, reduced entrapment duration. Fire damage, reduced freeze duration. Burn damage. And then fissure. 15% chance on attack. A fissure opens in the earth, spewing lava and brimstone upon nearby foes. Well, that's fun. Actually, you know what I may do is go back and forth between Magi and Solemn Watcher so that I can get both, flip back and forth between offensive and defensive skills. Okay. All right, let's head east. Actually, I need to take a look. Oh shit, I need to go back. Lore. Unfortunately, almost none of this can I use. There's a new relic. At least not until I level up. That's acid. It's lightning. Hold on a minute. Physique, health, offensive, defensive. No, I'd lose movement speed. Elemental burn, frostburn. No. Fire burn, physique, offensive, defensive. Vitality, bleed, and fire. No, I'd lose the +3 to Blackwater Cocktail. Ooh, that's a big step up in armor, except for its cold and vitality damage, so it doesn't really help me. Empowered Vile Scorn leg plates. Acid and vitality. Alright, I'm gonna make another change to this caster offhand. I don't need to pick those up either. Actually, you know what? Let's just start with melees. I'll pick up the range, and let's start with the dagger scepters as far as weapons are concerned. This is just a dead end. Okay. good. Ether Fire is leveled up. I don't see anything on the map. Okay, that is a very big walkway. Yeah, I kind of figured this was going to be... Yep, that was the end of that area. Alright, hopefully this is going to take us to someplace new. Why am I not able to... Can I pick it up, please? Alright, I'm gonna have to rift out of here. I got entirely too much stuff in my inventory.
Come see what's left of
I
my
do need to
wares.
return to Anorak to turn in, or to get that quest fulfilled. I've already looked through all this. There's no reason for me to look through it again. This one I wanted to look at closer. Oh, never mind. It's lightning and acid.
See you around.
It's in my
Safe
stash.
storage, no questions asked. It's safe with me. Promise.
Check.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Glyph of incorporeal winds. Oh my god. Charging through your foes towards the target distance. Whoop. Target distance. They're not there. You go see patch that leaves all of you touched unsettled when used with a shield. And yeah, at this point, the Glyph of Burning Rift still seems like my best option. Which I can craft now, but it requires level 50, so it really doesn't matter at this point. The sash. Wraithbone sash. I need to craft corruption first. Okay. And then Vengeful Wraith, that's right. I don't have a... Yeah, I don't have the recipe for that. I wonder where it is. Shoot.
Don't get killed out there.
That's...
Greetings, Seeker.
Oh. Alright, where's Anorak? There he is.
Hello again, traveler.
What is it with this little puny XP? Attuned lodestone. Okay. Brothers, he's as much in. Just glad to have him back. What's next? Do what I can. Oops.
Thanks for the help back there.
Okay. Guess this is the right one. I hope this is the right one. Yeah, okay. Going this way, I guess. Yep, there's the next rift. Hold on a minute, that says the Karen Docks rift. Didn't we already hit the Karen Docks rift? Thought we had. Beetle Den entrance. Not gonna do that. Have no interest in doing a Beetle Den. Well, I suppose if there's a shrine in there, it might be worth it, but that would probably be the only reason I'd want to do it. Alright. So we found the Cairn Docks. That's this. So I guess now we're heading towards the Sunbane Oasis so that we can retrieve the Tome of Inatum and bring that back to Kargon. Then we can continue to head up towards the Vanguard of the Three. Yeah, there's the Beetle Den. Alright, I'm going to drop down there and see if I see a shrine. If I don't, I'm going to probably head right back out again. Now they've made it a dangerous domain too. Brawling, 49 physical damage plus 10% physical damage. Okay. Oh goody, a lightning-based beetle that can sprint across the freaking ground.
Can't do that yet.
I have no idea where my Raven is.
Can't do that yet.
Well, this was not worth it. I didn't do the wasp den that was in, I don't remember, one of the earlier areas. But now I know, yeah, dens, not worth it. Not worth it. Wow, okay. Music just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Frostburn. Plus 20%. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Plus 20% to all damage, 3% to spirit, plus 21 defensive, fire resistant. I don't need the fire resistance. Chaos resistance, extra 5%, and skill disruption. So it's an extra 10 defensive ability. 44% in fire resistance, which, as I said, I don't really need. I lose a percentage of spirit. I'm also going to lose 6% of cunning. But I'm going to gain 5% of extra damage and almost 200 points of armor. Yeah, I can probably get away with that. I gotta get to level 50 first, but... I need some additional... I need another anti-venom location. The only problem is I don't think I have any place that I can put an anti-venom ability. Or anti-venom salve. Alright, moving on. Let's go through here. Nothing. Okay. The Burning Shores. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. Dead end. Alright, let me go down just to make sure there's nothing of importance down here. Other than the very pretty flowers. Or trees, I guess I should say. Okay, guys. You gotta let me fire my gun. Just because you're surrounding me doesn't mean I can't use my single finger to pull the trigger. What is this? Oh, this puts us up on the other side of that bridge. There's a totem. There's a star, Canaan's corpse, the tome of Enatum, or whatever. All right, so all right, let's head towards that. The totem can absolutely wait. This is absolutely ridiculous. This needs to be toned down.
I can't do that yet.
Wow, I gained reputation with Homestead for some reason. Sanctuary of Horon entrance. Okay. That's going to take us up there. Alright, so now we can go back to Korgon. That's dead end. I will say this is a beautifully designed area. Which, I mean, in comparison to complete desert, of course it's going to look better, but I love the design of these trees. Whoa! It's my own fault for stepping in the poison. Alright, so that takes me all the way back. There's a central location. I think what I'm going to do is head up this way. What is... Oh, that's the tome. Or... Oh, no, I said not to pick up offhands. Oh, but it's epic, so it's automatically going to pick up epic. That's right. Oh. Okay. see what's down this way. There's another... Okay, so that must be the Sunbane Oasis rift. Yep, Sunbane Oasis. Alright, good. Alright, let's go back. Let's turn in this quest. And then I guess the last thing that we need to do is get to the Vanguard 3 for the main DLC quest line. Alright, we need to go down and across the way. To you.
Greetings, Seeker.
I suppose it's no surprise poor boy was about as useful as a bundle of sticks. About as flammable underneath that relentless sun, it seems. But I suppose he didn't deserve to die out there all alone. I should have sent someone capable along with him. His efforts were not in vain, though. Now we have the Tome of Inatum. What is the... Excuse me, what does the tome do? Well, it doesn't do anything. It's a book. Alright, smartass. Alright, no kidding. Again, $2,000. What the hell... It's not what the book does, but what knowledge it contains that matters. You see, his tome describes the art of transmutation, a technique developed in the Corvin Basin, but lost when the nation crumbled underneath a god's boot. I've been searching for it my entire career. The knowledge contained in this tome, I can use the magic imbued within objects attuned to the presence of others to alter their very nature. It's no petty illusion either, my friend, but the power to bend reality itself. I can test this technique on some of your equipment if you'd like, but you'll need to give me some time to... Oh, is he going to become someone that can, like, change aspects on my gear?
Thank you for your help.
Okay, we have to come back later. Okay. That would be very cool if that was what he could do.
Come see what's left of my wares.
No. Let me take a look at that one a little bit closer. That one I was keeping a hold of. Cerulean Shark. Oh, it's lightning and electrocute. Never mind.
See you around.
I'm so close to getting level 50. Hold on a minute. Why am I keeping this particular belt on? Fire, cold burn, physique, ether resistance. No. No.
See anything you like?
I'm gonna
See you
put that in my
around.
stash, though.
Got something you need stashed?
Yeah, let me put that there. This I need to sell. That I want to
I'll
keep a
an
hold
eye on
of.
this.
Come see what's left of my wares. See you around.
Alright, so if all we're gonna do is travel from Sunbane Oasis to Vanguard of the Three... then let's go ahead and power through to there, trying to get to level 50 along the way, and then that'll be where we'll wrap it up for the night then, I think. That'll be a perfect stopping point. Actually, I'm curious.
Come see what's left of my wares.
We are at Respected. Okay, so I do have access to the second level now. Everything is level 65. You've got to be kidding me with this shit. Fire, vitality, burn. +2 to demon fire, +2 to destruction. I have no idea where destruction is. Blueprint for the Relic of Endurance, and blueprint for a Waist Guard. Also requiring level 65. The Black Flame Hood. That'll be good if and when I can ever get to level 65. Okay. Level 65.
Put it to good use.
Wow. Yeah, let's just go ahead and power through to Vanguard 3. Trying to get to... Let me clear a little bit more here. Level 50 along the way. Sanctuary... Oh yeah, the Sanctuary of Haran entrance. No idea what that is. Yeah, I figured that was going to be it. Alright, let me see if I can clear the map for it. Oh yeah, plus we had this totem here. Yeah, let's go clear this totem. That'll be a nice chunk of experience. Make sure I don't get... See? Yep, let's not aggro anybody else. Okay. Alright, then that's going to be where the entrance is. Alright. Wow. That is one of the easiest totems I have done in a long time. Wow. Okay, let's see what we got. Elixir of the Void. Vitality damage, chaos damage. Nope. Nope. Chaos damage, cunning, spirit, defensive ability, but no movement speed. Empowered Girdle of Arcane Dreams. Ether damage, elemental damage, defense ability, poison and acid resistance, bleed resistance, +3 to Hellfire Mine. Doesn't come with a granted skill, which has probably been saving the living crap out of me. I'm getting ether damage on all my shots. Elemental, I'm getting fire. Plus 4% defensive ability. I get an extra 16% on my poison and acid. My bleed finally improves. my chaos drops, though, which I think I can actually give up because I'm 18 over. Level 50 again. Alright, I'm going to put that there. Alright, let me go to the entrance. I don't know anything about this place at all. Sanctuary of Haran. Alright, we can go this way, and it takes us back to where we started. Alright, at least now I've got it on the map. If I should ever need to go there for some particular reason in the future. Okay, pushing forward. Vanguard 3. Oh, nope, you're good people. You all are not. Nima's letter, whatever that is. Entrance. Howling Chasm entrance. Howling Chasm entrance. Okay, so there's both pieces of that. Hold on a minute. There's a star there. In service of Salael. Oh. I guess we have to go through there in order to get to where we're going. Okay. Alright. That's cool. Okay, no idea what that sound was, but it was creepy. Well, shit. Oh, crap. I swear I feel like I'm watching Jurassic Park. Or listening to Jurassic Park. With some of these sounds. There we go. Level 50. Achievement unlocked. I don't know what that means, but... Does that mean that I can change the difficulty again? Alright, there's the exit. That's not what I wanted to look at. 14% all damage. Nope, cold and chaos. That was lore. Ether. Health. Movement speed. Okay, so I think that I'm gonna put this on. Yeah, matter of fact, my fire resistance stayed exactly where it was. Or bleed went up. Chaos dropped by 4. Hold on a minute. Somehow my poison and acid went down? How? How? Oh, the anti-venom salve. Okay. Alright, so I need to wait until I can craft an anti-venom salve. Because I don't have one on me. I've got to craft it. They don't seem to be able to be found in the world. Alright, I need to level up. Alright, let's go... Zeke. Then we need to... We already did this. So occultist, we want... That got me to 20. Which all that did was get me to 20. It's nothing I'm going to use. There's no new passives. Yeah, okay. So we're going to continue to focus on Blood of Dreeg until we get to level 25 to put in Lightning Strike. Or the Raven. Or I may... That's right, I did say that I would start to put in some points for Storm Spirit. Okay. What? Oh, whoa. Alright, I don't think there's any good reason for me to come over here, so let's just keep going. Let's head towards the exit. Yeah, that's the exit. Alright, so let's go this way. And there we go. Now, where does this put me? Someplace green. We have not been anyplace green in quite some time. Alright, let me go up this way. That is a lot of poison. There's the Vanguard of the 3 Rift. At least now we know where we're going. Help them clear these out. As they all die to the poison. Okay. Let's go ahead and head on in. Nope. Up. Okay, excellent.
Riken seems pleased with your work. Remarkable. Before we can depart for the tomb, however, Salile demands sacrifice.
Oh, for God's sakes. What kind of sacrifice?
Don't worry. Salile will not be feasting on your essence today. He has another in mind. You recall the Eye of a Cur you've acquired for us? It peers beyond the veil into realities beyond our own. I've branded it with runes so that its iris will focus on a particular place. Bring it to the Burning Spire in the ruins of Abid to the north and place it upon the altar. A rift in reality will tear open. Do not fear it. Enter and seek out a creature named Onarix. Slaughter it in the name of Salile and bring me its heart so that our patron's hunger may be sated.
Sure. Whatever you say. Vanguard must hold. Alright, we've got multiple quests here, so let's grab these.
Yes, traveler? What might I help you with?
I had my mind on you? What? For some time now, your exploits here and beyond have proven to be very favorable to the 3. Another vision has caught in my mind as of late, and I think you may be able to help me. Peered in the veil, and what looked back was sheer malevolence. The being I speak of is known only as the Messenger, a powerful servant of Korvac. Folk tales would describe a fiery visage coming to people in their dreams or in times of desperation, offering them salvation and solace from their life's woes. It is this harbinger of Korvac's fiery wrath that bound the foolish Kaimans chosen to the forgotten God's will. Why it is chosen to reveal itself now is unknown to me, but this is an opportunity we cannot pass up. Eliminating the messenger would be a critical blow. You must follow my vision to the place of misery known as the Pit of Atonement. It's an active volcano. Of course it is. Within the ruins of Korvan City to the northwest beyond the infernal waste. There the messenger awaits. Alright. And then this person.
I hear you've done some excellent work around here.
Perhaps you can spare a moment to assist in the interests of Bismeal. Sacred Web brings word of a peculiar gathering in the Valley of the Chosen. Korvac zealots are up to something. There are whispers of an eldritch monstrosity that was once imprisoned in the tomb of Ariath. I have a strong feeling that the fools are trying to release it. Scouts would confirm my concerns, but by then it may be too late. I propose a different solution. We release it first. This creature truly exists and has in fact been bound within the tomb for centuries. It will be weak when it first awakens. That'll be our opportunity. Within the tomb are 3 conduits said to bind the creature there. If they are broken, the beast will be unleashed, okay? Find the tomb of Ariath in the Valley of the Chosen in the infernal wastes. Destroy the conduits. Okay. Alright, so we are in the vanguard of the 3. Where the hell is that in particular? So we are here. Basalt Crags. Ruins of Abid. There's Infernal Wastes. There's Valley of the Chosen. There's Pit of Atonement. All of those things were said during these quest add-ins. Okay. So it looks like we are not, like we're probably we're just at the beginning of Act 3 of the Forgotten Gods DLC, would be my guess. But I'm not 100% certain of that. It just kind of feels that way, based on the way that the game tends to break up. But we've hit level 50. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about it here. There's the branded eye. Okay, so there's that. I'll just put that in my... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, and that. Okay.
Put it to
All
good
right.
use.
Here's what we're going to do. I am formulating a plan as we speak.
Got something you need stashed?
I want you. Oh. I need Physique 557. I'm probably not going to get that. Damn it. That needs to go there. That needs to go there.
I'll hold on to that for you.
Okay. Let's go down to the blacksmith.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Right, first thing, I need to craft an anti-venom salve.
Don't get killed out there.
Okay, so I put that on. Okay, there we go. My poison and acid is now at 56. Fire at 80. Cold at 80. Lightning at 69. Chaos at 76. My bleed is now up to 36. And then Vitality's at 37. Ether's at 51. I need to try and find a way to focus on those 3, if at all possible. Alright, so that's the first thing that I was able to do at level 50. Next is these boots. So what we need to do here is take a look, and we're going to lose cunning and a percentage of spirit, but we're going to gain 10 points of defensive ability, another 5% in chaos. The fire resistance I don't care, but then the 5% of extra all damage. So let's take a look at DPS, defense ability, and armor rating as we do this. Okay, so my DPS goes up by 30 points. My armor rating, though, goes up by 30. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to pull off the anti-venom salve, or just craft another one. Oh, or I could put Mark of the Traveler on to get myself some movement speed. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Okay, next thing.
What brings you to my forge?
I can now craft Nope, wrong thing. The glyph. Glyph of burning rifts. It gets applied to metals. And it will grant me the skill, tear a burning hole in reality to instantly transport yourself towards a target destination and erupt with flames from the chthonic void. Now, I don't know if that will replace my standard dash or if it's a separate skill that I have to have equipped. I mean, the only way we're going to find out is to actually do it. None of the other glyphs really seem interesting, other than maybe Phoenix Rise. But Glyph of Burning Rifts fits with my build here.
Bring me back any blueprints you find.
I am guessing I need to pull the corpse dust off of this current metal before I do anything.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Alright, hold on. Let me see if you've got anything of value. No. No.
Put it to good use.
What brings you
I
to
don't
my fort?
think... Physical fire, ether burn, health offense. Yeah, Maven's Lens just isn't good enough. I mean, I like the fact of having the energy shield. And the chaos and bleed resistance is nice. But then I lose a bit of ether resistance. Spirit. Yeah, I'm just going to lose a lot of DPS if I go with Maven's Lens. And none of the other metals make any sense.
Bring me back any blueprints you find.
Alright, so I've got an extra... Nope, wrong one. 8% movement speed and an extra 18 health regen per second.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well spent.
Alright, I need to go back to Devil's Crossing, because that's the only place where we can pull components. Actually, let me see what this guy's got again.
You like?
These also get applied to metals. Letting nothing stand in your way, you rush through your enemies towards a nearby target destination, smashing anyone that stands in your way. Quickly disengage from combat. Yeah, see, these are basically the same things as the glyphs, as they get applied to metals. Alright, yeah, we need to go back to Devil's Crossing. I can find it.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Oh, you've unlocked something new. Eat the item. Alright, what's this new thing? The transmute window allows you to convert items that are part of sets into other set items. Converting it from one set type to another? Transmute a set piece into another part of this. Into another part of the same set. Transmute a set piece into part of another random set of a comparable level. Huh. And then alter is the next one. Oh, so that tome that we found is probably what unlocked transmute. Okay.
Bring me back something interesting.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
You don't have any good metals, though.
See you around.
What about you?
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Ether Chaos. Defensive, health regen. Bleed. +3 to aspect of the Guardian now. Lighted mark of protection. All damage. Vitality poison. No. Nope, 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 nope.
Put it to good use.
Well, shite. Alright, well, let's go ahead and right click. Okay, so it now has the epic augment. Now, here's a good question. Can we remove it? That is unclear. Huh? Alright, so let's see. Yep, there it is. It's its own... Which I never did equip conflagration either. Which unleashes a piercing beam of pure flame. Question is where do I... Alright, I'm going to put summoning the familiar there. And I'm going to make this the burning rift. That way it's closer to my fingers. Oops, that's not what I... Actually, let me do that. Put that there. And that there, because then it's close to my middle finger. Okay. Well, I finally did it. I finally made it to level 50. Very happy about that. Okay, here's then what we're going to do. We're going to pause here for the rest of the night. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I normally take Saturdays off. I've got stuff that I've got to do, content that I want to record and things like that. I will be back on Sunday. We're going to spend a day on Sunday playing Destiny, doing some more solo flawless runs, solo flawless attempts, I should say. And then Monday we'll be back with Crimson Desert. We'll come back to Grim Dawn sometime later next week. Don't forget, Mortal Shell comes out next week. That's absolutely something else that we're going to be playing, but we're absolutely going to come back to Grim Dawn. We're going to try and rotate all 3 games in as much as we can, along with Destiny from time to time. When we do come back to Grim Dawn, I'm going to go back to the main story, quote-unquote story, and continue forward with those quests. And then we can come back to Forgotten Gods maybe either later on. I don't know how much is left of the main story at this point. Based on the map, it looks like there's quite a bit. But it also does look like there was an unlock of the Fangs of Astrakarn as well, with one of the quests that apparently I didn't even recognize that I picked it up last night. But apparently we did pick up a quest to enter into Astrakarn. Which that does remind me. Let me real quickly. I'm going to quit the desktop. I'm trying to remember if there are only 2 DLCs or 3 DLCs. Okay, so there's more than that. There's 4. Okay, so there's Crucible mode, which I'm guessing is PvP. I'm never ever going to do that. And then there's Ashes of Malmouth. I don't know anything about that. That increased level cap. 2 story chapters. Confront the devious ethereals and their twisted abomination in the fallen city of Malmouth. Okay. I don't... Alright, I'll have to pull up the map here in a minute. And then... Hold on a minute. Let me go... So Forgotten Gods we're playing with right now. Crucible mode. Arena gameplay. Enter the Crucible, harsh battleground filled with the waves of Grim Dawn's deadliest fiends. There you'll engage in magnificent combat for the amusement. Okay, well then how is that different from the Shattered Realm? Huh. 150 unique waves. Yeah, how is that different from the Shattered Realm? In Forgotten Gods. I mean, the Forgotten Gods is only 73. Well, it's not even 73 waves. It's 73... What did they say? 73 chunks? And then, of course, Fangs of Astrakarn is the newest one. Okay, let me... I want to go back up and let's take a quick look at the map. Because I don't remember seeing Malmouth on the map anywhere. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing it on the map anywhere. Oh yeah, can I change? One of the things I wanted to know is... No, okay. So, Hero is just a title for having hit level 50, that's all. I thought that opened up a new difficulty, but it doesn't. Yeah, we've been playing the entire game on Veteran difficulty. Okay. So this is Forgotten Gods. And that's Cordman Basin. Okay, so that's all the Forgotten Gods DLC. Astrakarn kicks off over here. And as I said, we picked up a quest for that. The question is, does the DLC... God, that's huge. Does the DLC actually kick off here? Or does it not kick off until, like, up here somewhere? I'm guessing it's actually probably here. Okay, and then there's the Necropolis. That's probably going to end the main... Because there's Fort Icon. That's going to end the main story, I bet. This is then the Astrakarn DLC. Well, there's Port Valbury. Port Valbury does show up on the map. Well, I'll be damned. There's Malmouth. Huh. Oh. I don't know if y'all remember this, but at the end of Burwich Estates, there was a bridge that we weren't allowed to cross without some sort of ethereal... I don't remember if it was ethereal power, ethereal ability, or something. It was... I just assumed it was going to be something similar to Dynamite, but I seriously doubt it. So I'm betting then that whenever we can get that, however it is that we learn to get across that bridge, that will then take us through this path up to Malmouth. And then that's the other DLC. That's another DLC. Whew. Wow, that is... man. God, there's a lot of content. Holy crap. And then, there, as I said, there's Port Valbury, which is apparently it's a roguelike dungeon that got picked off of... Oh, it was off of the Conflagration. Yeah, you went from the Conflagration through a gate using a skeleton key to Port Valbury, which unfortunately I didn't clear. I kind of want to go back and clear it now that I know what it is. But I'm going to save it because we also found another one of those tonight in the Forgotten Gods campaign. No. We found another one in Steps of Torment. At the end of the Steps of Torment, there was another gate using a skeleton key that would open to something. I don't know what that one opens to. Man, there is just so much that we haven't done. So much that we haven't done. I'm going to be able to keep coming back to this for a long time. It's just, I'm not going to continue playing it day in and day out. It's going to be something that we're just going to have to keep coming back into over time, along with other games. In any case, I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to play some Destiny on Sunday, Crimson Desert on Monday, and then we'll figure, or Monday/Tuesday, depending upon, it's probably going to be Monday. And then we'll figure out the rest of the schedule from there with Mortal Shell coming out on the 20th. So everyone have a great rest of your evening, a good start to your weekend, and hopefully I will see you on Sunday for Destiny. If Destiny is not your jam, I completely understand. Then hopefully I'll see you on Monday for Crimson Desert instead. So everyone have a great night. Talk to you soon.